YouTube really forces you to be different, try to be different, and try to stand out. Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a great day whenever you see this video. In this video, I'm gonna talk about how I'm using YouTube to change my life, and it's not in the way that you guys might think. Please, first and foremost, hit that subscribe button so you can get more of these videos. It's a part of my new playlist, my new segment that I'm trying to incorporate about mindfulness and motivation and just like things to help elevate you as a person. So if you guys want to check out more, I'll put the playlist up here. It's gonna just have more of this mindfulness, mind motivation, inspiration type of topics to help you guys kind of just elevate yourself. And in this world with so many selections in life and just so many things to do, so many options, how to stay grounded as a person and just help elevate. And also I do incorporate a little bit of like health and wellness tips and tricks and stuff like that. So make sure you stay tuned and just check out the playlist in general. You're gonna find something you love. I'm just gonna get right into it because I don't want to make this video too long. YouTube has been great so far. It is very hard as a small YouTuber to like build a community. It's a struggle bus. It is very much a struggle bus, and I feel like it takes a lot of effort, especially editing and just all of the things. So I started this channel just to help inspire and help motivate and just help people who are like me, realistic lifestyles. I'm not an aesthetic girly. I try to make my own little aesthetic and just try to live my life my own way as much as possible. And I try to show you guys a little bit ins and outs of my life with my vlogs. I built this YouTube just to showcase like my life and just to showcase like give people inspiration as a nurse and just as like a regular woman in their 20s, living life, living alone, building a life for yourself, being ambitious, just trying to elevate yourself as a woman with nobody helping you, living the loner lifestyle as well. I don't have many friends in my life. I have a really like bad habit. I don't know if you want to call it a bad habit, but I have a bad habit of just like sticking to myself, especially in group settings. And it's more of like a comfort for me. And with that being said, it doesn't really help in building friendship. So I'm trying to like do a little bit better and just like throw myself out there in things that are maybe not as comfortable to me as a person. Hence why I started this YouTube channel, trying to push myself out and just be more outgoing. So number one way that I'm using YouTube to change my life is just helping me in building my confidence, pretty much. Just trying to showcase myself as a person and try to build myself up and show you guys that part of me. Another reason why I created this YouTube channel is building a community. I want to connect with people who are like-minded and people who just want to elevate each other. And YouTube is pretty big. There's so many different personalities on here, and I have a personality that I feel like sometimes, like I mentioned earlier, it's very much like socially I'm very introverted and I'm very much to myself. So I created a YouTube channel to try to push myself to talk to more people and just like meet different types of people virtually and maybe one day in person. The other way, like just to tie back to the first point, was to improve my communication skills. I'm not a public speaker. I actually used to be very shy in like middle school, elementary, middle school to high school, just because my whole background, coming from Africa to America, it's a whole culture shock when you're a kid, and it does not help with like being a communicative person and being outgoing and stuff like that, especially when you move from a country where you're not speaking the same language as everybody else. You're trying to learn the language and everybody just doesn't really understand you with the accent, and just overall it sucks. It does not help your communication skills. So with that being said, I am a grown woman now, trying to continue to improve my communication skills, trying to put myself out there, regularly creating content like this one. It just helps refine my speaking skills, my public speaking abilities. I know YouTube is different, right? Obviously right now as I'm talking in front of a camera. I'm not talking to a direct audience. So once this video is out, hopefully by the grace of God, a lot of people view it, then it's like I'm speaking to an audience, right? It's just very different. I don't know if anybody relates, but it's not the same as public speaking, but it is helping me in refining my speech and just like learning to talk slower, communicating more effectively, if that makes sense. Sometimes I do have a hard time like finding different words and stuff like that to make sense of something. So I hope this is making sense. The other thing is helping me with is developing my creative side. I never really considered myself a creative person. And since I started doing YouTube, I've noticed I'm more so like just trying to incorporate my creative side into just my life in general. YouTube really forces you to be different, try to be different, and try to stand out. Editing, putting your own creative juices, creative ideas, creative whatever you want to call it into your videos as you're editing. That's another way I'm practicing my creative side. Thinking outside of the box, just trying to make sure your video is going to be put together well. If it's not happening from my channel, I'm watching at other people's videos and trying to just incorporate like different ideas and different content creators that I find myself trying to be like inspired by. And then as I mentioned, the other tip is boosting my confidence. The way this is helping me boost my confidence is literally just like sharing my thoughts, my ideas. I'm not like in real life, I'm outspoken to an extent. And I find that YouTube is just helping me kind of like learn how to express myself better. Really go deep into my own mind and just think differently and try to think in a way where I'm trying to like think of like how other people would think. Just trying to like think differently to like help other people grow. And I feel like if it wasn't for YouTube, I wouldn't really be doing stuff like that, like helping people elevate themselves. It's just like helping me have different experiences, become more comfortable in my own skin as a person, and confidence in expressing myself. Another way YouTube is helping me is holding myself accountable. This one's pretty big because there is a lot of times where I'm sure a lot of people do it, but for me personally, I say I'll do something, I'll go to the gym today, I'll do this, I'll do that, XYZ, and kind of just end up like not doing it, or I'll do it here and there. Like I won't be consistent with it. But I told myself this year that was my goal. I'm just gonna like try to stick to it. Sometimes it still doesn't happen, but at least I have it in my mind that I have to upload a video and I want to upload a video. Just sharing my goals, really, like telling you guys how I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do that, trying to have other people kind of like do the goal with you is very inspiring and very empowering. If I am on a fitness health journey and I'm trying to eat better and all these things, then I'm gonna be telling you guys about it, and you guys are gonna hold me accountable, because if I don't do it, then it looks like I'm just like I don't do what I said. And I don't want to be that person who doesn't do what they say. So I'm very much like into my health and fitness. So I've made it a point, like just like with myself, every week I try to do some type of workout at least 3 to 4 days a week. Staying accountable and committed to my progress, and recording about those progress so that you guys can hold me accountable and I can hold myself accountable, because I'm seeing it. I'm gonna force myself to do it because I'm recording it, you know what I mean? So there's those other ways that I feel like YouTube is helping. The other way is educating others. I really love like reading and doing research. Not reading like reading. I'm not a huge reader, but I do love reading educational materials, like educational content, especially if I'm interested in trying to like better myself and like elevate myself. So I try to read a lot of like health articles, like nutrition, what type of foods does what for the body, supplements, what type, like literally I'm very much into these things. So I love educating others in that aspect of things, like the holistic side of doing things, different ways of like healing yourself before you take a supplement, before you take a pill and stuff like that. So that's really like, I'm very much interested in those things. So I'm not an educator by any means, but I do love reading and like looking up certain things and just sharing it with other people, and hopefully help change other people's lives, or just change the way people think and the way people do things. The other way YouTube is helping me is by helping me document my growth, and like just seeing my growth, just recording my journey and looking back literally like a year ago, like my first few videos that I was making, even though I wasn't being consistent, just like from those videos up until this recent videos, literally I can see like just the growth for myself. The other thing is encouraging self-discipline. You have to be disciplined to be a YouTuber for the most part. Consistently producing content, it just helps with time management. With YouTube it's a little different just because editing takes so long, but I'm trying to build that muscle where I make a video, I just try to edit it in the same week or same few couple days later, and then upload it in the same week. Just try to encourage myself to be self-disciplined, and it's helping me with like just planning. Like I have to plan this video before I made it. I have to like decide what I'm going to talk about and things like that. So it's really helping me grow as a person in that aspect. And then the last thing I want to say is YouTube has helped me just gain a sense of purpose. I feel like just coming on here sometimes, as long as I'm putting content that I feel like is worthy to watch and I will enjoy watching it, as long as I'm coming here and being my true authentic self. Hopefully you guys enjoy the videos that I post. We all have to start somewhere. We all start at the bottom and we're gonna make our way up eventually. At least that's what I'm telling myself, and we're gonna just be consistent and try to grow. Use these tips that I'm telling you guys and just the ways that YouTube is helping me. I'm gonna continue to try to keep that in mind and just keep uploading my videos, and hopefully I find a community that is like-minded and community that is into what I talk about, into what I do, and enjoy the videos that I upload. It's a marathon. It is gonna take time, but it's okay, and it's gonna happen eventually for me and for anybody else out there. So keep uploading your videos, keep posting. Like I said, I'm gonna try to post more of these type of contents for you guys, and just try to be more consistent. And I hope you guys enjoy this video. Until next time, keep learning, keep caring, and stay blessed. I'll see you guys in my next video.